Live now, all right.
So it begins.
Power Rangers are next.
This is Sparta! This is Sparta!
We are live, baby. Fandom Collective is back, and we are ready to kick some freaking ass. How's it going, Flipster?
All right. How are you doing today? I'm just so glad we get to do this wonderful slipstream today. Talk about some Star Wars in a little bit.
Hail to the fuck yeah, baby. All right. Yeah, we're going to talk about Star Wars today. We try to not always talk about Star Wars because that's what everybody talks about. But, man, there's just too much news to not at least address. So, I feel like there's enough with that. We're going to have our Night Ambassador fan scene join us in a bit to talk about that. And also, this Sunday, we're not sure if we'll have the full cast and crew here, but we'll see. Sunday, we're going to have a good 2-hour stream, probably starting around noonish Pacific. And, it'll be a bring your own topic, and we'll split it kind of with how we do the format, and we'll give more details on that as we go. But look forward to that. How is everybody in the chat doing today? You might notice that I look a little different. That's because I'm not telling you why just yet. You'll see this in the future. This is just a glimpse. You won't be able to put the pieces together until it finally comes up in your face. That's all good. But let's go and take a look at the chat real quick. We got the Daytona. No, I said it wrong. Daytona Falls, right? I was going to say Daytona. Yeah, Daytona. And we got the Continuum Trek and the Lonely Cynic, which is Laura, of course. Laura Ryan stole my fan fiction story.
Did she?
I think so. She said Laura Ryan stole my fan fiction story. For some reason, that was a tongue twister for me. I don't know. Then we got the Senate. He's like, oh my fucking god! Look at this turd. He's referring to me, but that's all good. And over easy mode says, hey y'all, what's up, dude? Smooth Jam California is coming to you, baby. I should have bongo drums for this character, but that's not what he is, so that's not what's going to happen. So no. Take everybody in the chat, guess what this character is supposed to be. What is he going to do? What is his name? What is this character's name? I'm not going to tell you, but I'll at least do the icy hot, see what you got in the chat so you can make a guess, because that is funny. What does he say? He says, bye, baby Bobby Iger. He said booby for a sec. But,
Bye.
And we got the DJ Scandalous in the house. What is up, dude? We are going to, at some point, do a Power Rangers stream with DJ because he's a huge fan of that, too. And I know at least a good 4 people or so that are Power Ranger fans, so we're going to put that together. I'm trying to put that together for March. I finally have my shit together to where I can finally do something like that, and that is the fucking plan, baby. Fuck yeah. I'm in a good mood today, Flip. What about you?
Hell yeah. You're going to have to get his people to contact your people, man. And do a thing. You got to do a thing.
Perhaps, bro. Oh, yeah. By the way, he says MC Rookie. I like that title. I like that. Let's see. Boom. Hail Flip. That is not my character's name. Smooth Jam says Cookie Man. Good guess, my friend. Very good. Fancine says DJ Jazzy Jeff. I like that one. Is that name already taken, though?
There was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Is that right?
Yeah. Was his name Jeff though? DJ Jazzy. That sounds about right. But I'm not sure.
Group in the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That could be. That's a good one. I like that. The Senate says, I know nothing about Power Rangers except for that Ninja Turtle crossover. Oh, I know too, my friend. Oh my god, that was probably one of their worst episodes, to be honest. But it was a cute attempt to try to cross the streams with Turtles and the Rangers. But that was all right. I like the concept of the idea there. We got the ambassador in the chat. It says, yo, fellas, what's up? The Senate's like Black Jeff. No, that my skin would be black if I was Black Jeff. Okay, Jesus, get with it. By the way, the Senate. Look at our last stream we did because there's like 1,000 memes in there for you, or in the last stream or the one before. I don't remember, but my God, we got quite off the rails. Oh, Jeff in blackface. No, that no, he's not getting it. He's not getting it. No, but DJ's confirming. He said, yeah, he did Summertime with Will Smith. Okay, yeah, that is that guy. Okay, that's it. So we got the reference. Yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Okay, so that was a dude. See, DJ Jazzy Jeff sounds like a catchy name that wouldn't exist, but it does exist. Like, you know, that's what I thought. I thought it was mythical, a mythical name. But real quick, there's some important stuff that we need to go over as a community and as men. We need to understand the difference between, you know.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am. Yes.
Excuse me, sir. Ma'am. I'm a ma'am.
I'm going crazy with these overlays, man.
I love the overlays. I think they were great.
Oh. Yeah, so that's what they're making right now. They're like, ugh, look at this guy.
Rough looking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what they're saying to me because I keep on playing all the overlays.
Yeah. Is that guy Lord of the Rings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah, he says, yeah, I need that in my life right now, Flip. What's he talking about? A dildo? What?
Prince. Oh, my God. No.
Oh, friends. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, there we go. He says, SpongeBob, Now That We're Men song plays. I don't remember that one. Now That We're Men. I don't remember that one. Do you remember any SpongeBob songs?
No, not that I can think of. But I'm a little bit behind the time being the old man here. So.
I remember the do the loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool. Something like that.
Sounds good. You might have the future in singing.
Yeah, it could be a rap. Could be a rapper, yo, man. That's how we going to do it. Be Wizzy. GJ Jizzy. I don't know.
Oh, J Jizzy Jeff.
Mm-hmm. It's ma'am. It's ma'am. John Talks is the king of overlays. Maybe Senate. I'm gonna be a runner-up with that. It's coming. I mean, if you want any more proof about overlays, you know, just looky right over here.
Weakness identified!
Hey, what are you? He punched me in the dick. Why? Why did he punch me in the dick?
I love that. He says it's from the SpongeBob movie. It's with the King of Atlantis. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen the SpongeBob movie in forever, man. That was a long time. That's ancient times, man. That's ancient times, dude. You know what that's from?
No?
Nope. He says it was in the movie. I don't remember. The only song I vaguely remember in the movie was that they sung the Goofy Goober or something, which was I don't remember the lyrics to that. Something about they're a goofy goober. Yeah, that's the only things I remember in that version. But anyway,
of these SpongeBob clips and bits and stuff like that, but I've never watched the whole show altogether. But what I've seen, there's like a crazy crab in there too, and
yeah. Mr. Krabs, of course, you know, and he's got a whale of a daughter called Pearl. It's literally a whale, you know.
Of course.
And Plankton is the villain, of course. Anyway, this is supposed to be a Star Wars stream. I'm sorry. We're going to be talking about the Star Wars stuff that's been going on in the last week or so. And I didn't, even though I received the link to watch the Clone Wars episode, because I was like tired last night and I was like going to watch it real quick before bed, but I was like fall asleep anyway. I was going to click it and then it was like, oh, it redirected me to a different site thingy. And I'm like, oh, fuck. What Flip tell me to download so I can watch it? So there's not all this crap on here.
VPN. A VPN.
What's that?
A VPN is it basically keeps people from being able to track where you're at, so you won't get in trouble for stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff. I'll talk to you more about it later, but yeah, you need a
Okay. Yeah, because a different one I used before had a different type of link. So I was like, what? So I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
He says, cue the Pepsi Man music, Subway Man. Maybe I do know some of the Subway songs from back in the day. Subway bakes my bread up fresh and it's my way, my way. The Club Kombu seafood, it's the best way, my way, my way, my way. Subway. Oh, that's right. That's oldie. Or there's another one. The I don't want no burger. I've been around and around today. I want a fresh and delicious sandwich that, like the submarines they serve at Subway. I don't want no greasy chicken. And I want a thingy in a bake machine. And I want a something like the something in the fresh something submarine. Yeah, there you go. I totally know the lyrics.
Well done. Mostly.
The song called something
submarine.
Hell yeah.
That could actually be a decent advertisement for Subway.
Yeah, it could be. It could be something submarine, baby. Delta Squad is better than Clone Force 99. Fuck yeah. It's talking about Republic Commando. You ever play Republic Commando, Flipster?
Looks like it's my night to say no to almost everything.
Okay, bitch. All right. Now, Republic Commando was like, I don't remember what year it was released, but it was for the original Xbox. So, around that time, before the 360, it was pre-360 era. And, you could play as a little clone trooper force, and you start on the grounds of Geonosis, and you're fighting against Geonosians, and you're supposed to be a more elite squad, so you're not the normal clone troopers. And you go on these missions, and you go to Kashyyyk, Geonosis, and I forget where the third planet is, but you go all around, and you have to go and kill stuff and do special missions with no Jedi support. And it's a lot more difficult seeing it from the clone's perspective. Fuck yeah, Delta Force.
That sounds good.
Delta Squad.
Back when that game was out on the original Xbox, I played one called Obi-Wan Kenobi. Or was it called just Obi-Wan? Just called
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think it's Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Obi-Wan. It was really good. In fact, I still have the disc, and it's supposed to be backwards compatible with the Xbox One. It's supposed to be backwards compatible with that game. But I don't know. I think it's scratched, but I sure do miss that game, even though I own it.
Oh, yeah. I feel you, man. Fatal J says, Flip, hook me up with that VPN. I need that. I stay on the 7 Cs. I gotta say that cooler. Flip, hook me up. I said that like a bitch. Flip, hook me up with that VPN. So I stay on the 7 Cs. That's lame. Yeah. I can't read and sound cool. I gotta just riff it and sound cool. So, read it. But Flip, hook me up with that VPN that I need. I stay on the 7 Cs. There you go.
That's
British, Fatal J, but British. How about that?
Yeah. Rookie's been, I think you've been recording today. So he's kind of a little bit still shaking off that character.
A little bit. No, this character has, no identifiable identity yet. But you can make your guesses on what this character's name is and what he's about. But, put that in the chat. But I doubt y'all guess it. I don't know.
I always know when you're recording because you're in a great mood.
Yeah, I suppose. Usually I'm really tired, but I'm actually not tired. So that's good. And it is sunny out, so I do like seeing the sunshine.
Hey, we got a couple new people in the chat.
Hell yeah, I'm just about to get to them. It says we got Psycho Lavos. What's up? Says, good evening. Now's it. And then Detox Rebel says, hail Flip, hail the Cookie Man. This is not quite the Cookie Man, but we shall, see what other guesses y'all can come up with. But, that's all good. It's all good. I am the Cookie Critic when I'm not this guy, I suppose. Second Street Marvel Trinity says, what's up, y'all? A lot of stuff, buddy. We are just waiting for Fanscene to come on in here in a couple minutes. You can come in now if you want to, Fanscene. And we'll start talking about the Star Wars stuff that's going on. The High Republic, the Clone Wars, all that fun, jiggity jazz, Bob Iger, all that fun stuff. But in the meantime, I just remembered, do you ever play Jedi Power Battles? PS1, or for PC? That was a fun little game too. It was kind of stupid and very glitchy, extremely glitchy.
I've seen. Yeah,
that was a fun little game too back in the day. Jedi Power Battles.
Knights of the Republic there.
Yep. I've been playing a little Knights of the Old Republic on my Xbox. Yeah, I like KOTOR also, but it's like I guess the only thing that I wish if they had like a version that isn't as glitchy. I mean, in a way, it's kind of fun with that, but sometimes it's like they'll be moving and then it's like just glitches over here and like 4 things happen, but I didn't see it happen, and it's just then I'm dead or something. I'm like what? So
Yeah,
glitches are not fun. But it's all good. That's all good. All right. So, what was that? Fanzine said, you sent me the YouTube link. Oh, that's a rookie mistake. What do you know?
it happened.
Yeah, I copied the link, and then I copied the different link, and then I did the different thing, and then bada bing, bada boom. Judy Bloom. All right. There we go. Our Knight Ambassador shall be joining us shortly. Very shortly. All right.
So there's lots going on in Lucasfilm. That's
Yep.
a lot for the last couple days.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys a little story. So this is a short story. This happened just yesterday. I was, doing some errands and driving with my mom, and I was telling her on the way, I was like, hey, Lucasfilm dropped a new idea board thing, and she's like, "Oh, that's cool," but she didn't really hear that part. When I said, "Oh, there's this new idea board," and that got caught on YouTube. There's these people trying to make new Star Wars stuff, and I ran off the list of dinosaurs, diversity, the Force, like all the stuff that they randomly wrote down, the representation, what was the other things they had? Flip, there's like just droids, non-pro wars, non-pro war in it, and like there's all these ridiculous things. And then after a while, she was like, "Oh, but that's going to be. Are they just making a trailer? Are they just making a trailer?" She says. I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" She's like, "Oh, like for YouTube." No, this is the actual company. She was shocked. She was like, "Wait a second! I thought you were talking about a YouTube. Like she thought YouTubers were going to make like a dinosaur Star Wars thingy or something, but no." I was like, "No, that's the actual company. The Last Jedi people that we hate." She's like, "No, not that." She's in full disbelief. She couldn't put those together. She was like, the ideas that I said were so stupid. She thought that it sounded like people that just just some people that are just doing some weird imagination on YouTube for fun, for no profit, because how would you make money on it? She didn't understand. She's like, "No, that wouldn't happen." Yeah. I agree, that wouldn't happen. She thought that the Lucasfilm ideas for their High Republic stuff and Luminous or whatever, she thought that was like a YouTube idea. And I'm like, no, the YouTube ideas, I'm sorry, are better now. Like it's kind of switched. It's switched where the YouTube ones are cooler and the Lucasfilm ones are
true. It's so true. Yeah. It comes off cheap the way they, have it looking.
Yeah. Very odd. Very odd.
Hey, I wanted to mention real quick, everyone in the chat, Vegeko is in the chat, and he is the one who did our opening animation with, Luke Skywalker holding up a lightsaber and, with the FC logo. And if you guys, if you want, I'm going to post his channel in the chat here real quick, and you can reach him or check him out. And he is open to doing commissions for people, animations wise.
Yeah, he did this. He did this one for us. Hell yeah.
Perfect. There you go. I just put it in the chat.
Again, perfect. All right, Fanzine is taking his sweet ass time getting over here. No, I was kidding, man. But,
did anybody else see The Bad Batch? I saw everyone talking about it a moment ago.
I think most people did, but we got our guest in the back. And before we bring on the guest, we got to play his intro.
Forth and fear no darkness! Arise! Arise, riders of Theoden! Spears shall be shaken! Shields shall be splintered! A sword day! A red day! And the sun rises!
Fanzine, what's up, dude?
What's up?
Shades, brother. Nice.
I seen your shades, so I had to put on some shades.
That's good, my friend. Very good. Very good. Cool. Is this you doing a character at all? Or you just
No, I
you
just
a
saw
little
your
fan-
shades. I was like,
a little
come
old
on.
fan scene.
Yep, just me. Wear some shades.
Well, that's cool because I can't. I may be in the costume, but I'm not the character right now because I can't be giving away hints about what his character is or does. That is
Right.
a spoiler. But
True.
that's all good. It's all good. But so have you seen this High Republic stuff?
Yeah, I seen it all over yesterday. It gave me a good laugh. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, to give people a little perspective here. Well, okay, this isn't really the best example. I wasn't able to get all the pictures uploaded because my screen kept on freezing, so I only uploaded a few. That's our Star Wars creators.
There's
Now.
the winners right there.
That's our elite team, the best of the best. It's our Avengers of Star Wars right now.
God,
Those people are so beautiful. I can't even look at them.
it's blinding.
It's gorgeous.
Oh, look at the guy in the top right there.
Yeah.
He's got such a punchable face.
Oh yes.
He's the one that came up with dinosaurs.
I don't know, man. I am curious, but DJ makes a good point. He says technically Earth in the Star Wars universe. He said Earth is in the Star Wars universe. So many that they transport. Wait, so many they transported the dinosaurs from Earth. Oh my god.
Oh, it hurts.
I don't know. I mean, it's like I'm actually cool if they can incorporate Earth in a future Star Wars thing, but I don't really want them to because it's Earth and that we suck. It's like if you guys saw the Star Wars fan film, the Star Wars fan film, Star Wars Origins was really cool because that like shows it on Earth and like as if Star Wars happened years ago, and as if it was in the same universe, and like as if technology like a starship landed here a long time ago and that's part of the pyramids or something. That's kind of cool, but other than that, no, don't need it. And it's like they already have do-bags and shit. You don't need to have actual dinosaurs. That takes away the imagination of so many things. So like if they have a T-Rex, like I don't know, man. It's just you don't need it.
I mean, it's Star Wars. Do they need dinosaurs? They have creatures that are essentially dinosaurs, and what do you need dinosaurs for?
I mean, you could have a force-sensitive T-Rex and raptor assassins.
His little short arms. I can't grab my lightsaber.
I guess size matters or not. Including
Perhaps-
T-Rex's arms.
Perhaps you could enlighten me. What's this noise about? See, I do a lot of posting, but I don't always get around a chance to watch everything. So what's with the dinosaurs?
Okay, so that was one of the images that I couldn't find to bring up in time for the stream, but there was like, you see that whiteboard behind those guys?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the whiteboard, but there is a whiteboard where there's like ideas written down, and there's 3 sections: one for fiction, one for Star Wars, and one for Star Wars wishes. And oh my god, the things they wrote down is like diversity and dinosaurs and non-pro war and just like. Oh my god! It's like houses, relic hunters, like just these random things. They're just like, well, I mean, but what? I don't know.
That's bad. That's very bad.
It's so ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, not all of it. Okay, not all of it's horrible. Not all of it's horrible. I guess like there's some ideas that look okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Senate says, are they talking about the dinosaur-looking thing on Tatooine? There's like 3 dinosaur-looking things. There's the short ones and the tall ones. The do-bags are the fat ones, and the long neck ones are the long ones.
Hey, I found that board.
Oh, you did? Can you screen share?
Yeah. Let me get
Okay,
to it.
yeah, we need the evidence. We need the evidence to prove our claim. Yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, like I admit too, as a writer, like you're supposed to have ideas written down for brainstorming, and not everything's going to be in your actual product, of course. Like that's kind of foolish to say that it's all going to be in the thing, but it's like, still though, this is the professionals making Star Wars, and it's just kind of silly that this. I mean, I mean, like, come on,
diversity, feelings,
surprise, humor. Feelings, yes.
There you go.
The Force. It's like they had to write down the Force flip because they would have forgotten. They might have forgotten about it.
I could see where they could forget.
I mean, it's just kind of like, okay, like, all right, like, cute, I guess.
I could see where they would forget with their heads up each other's asses all the time.
Yeah. Detox says, let's hope they don't get their wish. Yeah, let's hope. Wishing is what they do a lot, though. So that's how they think they can do things. How they got their jobs.
I like how they put actual ending on there.
Yeah, I know that actually that was my favorite because it's like an actual ending. Because I can hear them saying it like, okay, guys, we did a lot of things with our Star Wars, but this time we got to remember, keep in mind, we got to have an actual ending, right? We forgot about that. When we were done with The Last Jedi, and Solo, we're like, oh yeah, we're done, right? Like, no, we still have one more movie. Fuck, and they're like, okay, let's do this. And then as they're making the movie and they're almost done, they're done wrapping up. Hey, do we end the movie yet? Fuck. So okay, so lightning happens and then that kills him, and then that's it. But that has problems. It's an ending. We'll do an actual ending later, okay? And we'll just chalk this up.
I've been very upset with. Saying actual ending makes me think they didn't like J.J. Abrams' final effort there.
Which is part of controversy, actually. Like some people, there's been some things that said that he had very little to do with a lot of the product. Like a few weeks into filming, that everybody stepping in to change everything all the time, and that like the movie he is working on was hardly his movie or something. Very different. Which I don't know if that's true or not. But go ahead, Fancy.
They wanted him to please the shareholders in China and all that, and not really care for the fans. So you don't know how much of that is really true or not. But at the end of the day, I do think that the movie was trash. So
yeah, I mean, I it's almost an adorable attempt on how they tried to appeal to us in some ways, appeal to some people, but it's like such a desperate, somebody's like, oh, I'll give you anything. I'll buy you this. I'll do that. And I'll do this for you too. But it's like, they also aren't caring either. They're also texting another chick in another hand or something. It just like imagine some dude trying to put it easy to a chick that he loves her. And it's like, no, I love you. Seriously. He's like texting another chick at the same time while just trying to give her stuff and please her. And it's like, you're not pleasing anybody here, dude. What are you doing? And that's what
exactly.
The Rise of Skywalker is. That's what the Rise of Skywalker is.
And under there, they have relatable characters. And then under that, it says sweeping what? I can't quite read it.
I couldn't. Hold on.
Sweeping.
I thought it said sweeping Lepic or sweeping Leptic. I can't read.
Sweeping epic.
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
Well, what does that mean, sweeping epic?
Like, when they make movies like Lord of the Rings, that's a sweeping epic movie. It's like this, this long epic sweeping movie.
Grandiose.
Grandiose. That's what I was looking for.
Cool. So just an epic series.
Basically.
Then why do they put sweeping in the description?
It's just like something like a term you use for like those type of things.
It's just for them to write it down in a Star Wars brain. That sounds really dumb.
I love the little heart by the Star Wars.
It should go without saying, I guess. But oh my god. Let's comment on DJ Scandalous's point right here. He says, Star Wars, not pro-war. So let's make a movie where everyone gets along. How interesting.
Oh,
well, it's like on Geeks and it was the High Council or Geeks and Gamers. I don't know which one, but they're talking about this quite a bit. And one of the things they said was like, the whole Star Wars series is about how they don't want war, but they're fighting for what they love. Unfortunately, just saying, for lack of a better phrase, fighting for what they love, so they can have peace and stuff. And it's like in the prequels, the entire argument before leading up to the Clone Wars was trying to avoid war. Trying to avoid war within the galaxy, and that was it couldn't happen. The war ended up happening. They're not pro-war. They don't want the war at all. Like
they want the wars out of Star Wars.
What?
That they want to take the wars out of Star Wars, make it Star Peace.
Yeah, one of the popular ones was Star Friends. Star Friends.
That's how we win, by not fighting.
Oh my God!
Wait. So
that's how we win.
So we're gonna have the next one where Jedi Joe goes to Space Starbucks to do his shift, and he's having some problems at home. This is the movie that they're gonna make, probably. Like where it's not war based. My God,
his girlfriend Betty is pregnant, but not with his child, but he forgives her.
Star Peace, rise of the financial debate.
That's good too.
Third piece.
The
I
deck.
put down my lightsaber because why?
Yeah. Detox Rebel says, what do they want to do with a university? I didn't understand that either. They wrote university above diversity or above dinosaurs. It's like, what university? And
They want the University of Dinosaurs that will be there
cool.
so they can teach them the Force.
They can graduate and learn.
I want to go to Jedi college.
Damn, I'm flunking out in peace treaties.
Yeah.
We thought we had it bad in the prequels with the government stuff. This should be interesting.
See, what's funny though is that the government stuff was like the reason for why we saw the actions that were happening with the fun stuff. Like,
Right.
So that made sense, and it was kind of necessary. It was showing the manipulation to how we got to the Empire. Like,
I agree. I like it.
so it's like it all played in a nice way. Though I guess on screen sometimes it can be boring, but I feel like that's just kind of the way that he wanted the universe to be before the Empire. And it's like it could be argued that it could have been better. I agree, but I wouldn't. Oh, man, it's clearly not horrible now. I mean, they didn't have dinosaurs. They didn't have dinosaurs.
Yeah, we really have trouble saying bad things about the prequels now that the sequels exist, and just this writing board too.
DJ says, well, some movies you leave the open ending so you can do sequels. Maybe that is what they want now. Like, I guess, but it's not even really an open ending. It's just they beat the bad guys for reals this time, in quotes, and that's it. They closed it, but it's not really an ending either because it didn't feel satisfactory at all. Like, do you guys feel Lord of the Rings-esque or Avengers-esque or anything at the end of this series of Star Wars? Like, no, I didn't.
I just felt
No, I didn't.
I felt sad. Like I've actually kind of been avoiding Star Wars lately until this news came along. We did enjoy talking about the Clone Wars recently, but
Yeah, true.
other than that, I've just kind of avoided it. Like, it's not to be so super hyper negative and Star Wars is dead to me, but in a sense, it's kind of like something I feel like I just have to grow beyond at the moment, and hopefully it'll catch up to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm kind of the same way. It's like Star Wars was a huge source of inspiration for me to come up with ideas and stuff. But like, I'm at a point now where I'm not as hung up on the actual movies themselves, and I'm thrilled to see fan projects that come out these days because there's so much more passion towards Star Wars in them, and now there's so much you can do from a fan's perspective with it. So, with acting, editing, effects, everything, there's so much that can happen. As for with this, it's just poo.
And the fan people seem to be making better projects than the actual Lucasfilm. So
I would agree. In fact, I'm actually going to bring some up because.
do you want me to stop sharing this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring up Star Wars Origins real quick, just a glimpse, because it is really good. You guys talk for a sec.
So, Flip, how's it going?
Hey, Fanzine, how are you, man?
Good, doing good. How about you?
I'm just so glad that they're at least getting rid of Bob Iger. I'm hoping that turns into sort of a good thing, but I don't know. You were mentioning something about Chapek earlier, the new guy,
Bob, the new Bob.
Yeah, what do you think about that guy?
Personally, I think it's going to be a little bit more of the same. I'm sure there's going to be some changes and stuff. But I mean, Bob Iger picked this guy, so
right. And the thing about him is that whatever he's like, I don't. I mean, we can discuss it in more depth later. But the thing about him is that Bob Iger is going to be next to him for 22 months,
right?
And when you look at that situation and this drawing board or whatever they're calling this whiteboard. Of inspiration or aspirations, it doesn't give me any intellectual curiosity at all. I'm not like, it's like me, like I like to look at something like hey, warp drives might be possible one day, and I'll watch the whole video and I'm like really into it. Boring as hell to most people, but to me, I have an intellectual curiosity. When a story is written very well, characters and things like that, there's a certain intellectual curiosity to it.
Right.
that board, it makes me feel like I grabbed the funnies out of the newspaper to go take a dump and have something to read.
It's like a bunch of people who've never read Star Wars and maybe just like glimpsed it or heard about it, and it was like, let's just throw a bunch of stuff up there that we think belong in Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's like they don't get it.
I guess I was just hoping that all of that, like Solo and the definitely not $2 billion ending of Star Wars, which I always envisioned that the end of Star Wars would be like the greatest, it would go to $2 billion. Like I could see that happening with the right movie, but they didn't seem to learn anything, not based on this Project Luminous or whatever.
If I'm honest, I really wish they wouldn't have went back with the continued from, with the original trilogy people.
Mm-hmm.
If they made a new Star Wars trilogy, I wish they would have just made new characters and separated it from the originals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would have been so much better. And I don't think you would have had so much backlash. And maybe you could have sprinkled in like Luke or them in like a guest appearance or something, where that way you wouldn't have to worry about like people expecting to see Luke Skywalker be this big badass Jedi. Maybe he could just make an appearance or be mentioned or something and have nothing to do with those two original trilogies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, Star Trek has a holodeck, and Star Wars has, what do they call it? Well, it has flashbacks now, forcebacks, but they have what do you call them? Holo cubes or whatever? Gosh, why can't I think of that?
Holocrons.
Holocrons, thank you. So there's an opportunity. There's a million different ways they could have done some sort of a time displacement situation or a dream even, but I agree with you. Like I like that idea, but needless to say, we got what we got. What are you showing us here?
All right, so I'm just going to show a little glimpse, a couple of glimpses into the Star Wars fan film called Star Wars Origins, and it says, not that long ago here, basically. But it's like, so it's on Earth, and they, kind of combined an Indiana Jones-esque Star Wars things taking place in World War II, basically. So I skipped into the middle a little bit. So you can see. I can't skip into the middle, but
Cool.
But it's like they there's a stupid screen share thingy. It's in the way, so I can't click. I can't skip.
There you go.
But let me see if I can skip a little bit more. So it's like the archaeologist in this is basically like an Indiana Jones type of guy, and he's like in a pyramid, but it's and he's like under the ruins of the pyramid, but it's in a Star Destroyer, like on Earth.
Oh wow.
And it's like, a pretty cool thing, and they're talking to each other, and he just found the ship. And this is the same actor who was in the Han Solo fan film a couple years ago, where he like has to save Chewbacca. It's like 7 minutes long or something, a short little one. The same guy. I think he was in a recent other fan film too. Like, I think so.
And it's like a combination of Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
This one is, kind of.
Because I would say I like the way, like the realism to it. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, I love it too. I mean, these guys, I think they did this for a film festival of some kind, but it's pretty cool.
Out of there.
Ellie,
I won't let them take us.
hold on. I'm coming.
There's an army right by the entrance. It's impossible.
Never tell me the odds.
Don't be foolish. You need to tell people what we found here. It's all for nothing.
It's like the people in, I forget if they're in Iraq or where they are over here, but it's like they're trying to keep the secrets of this technology from the rest of the world during World War II, and they're trying to spread the knowledge everywhere. And it's pretty good.
That guy actually played Han Solo.
He played Han Solo in a fan film.
Yeah, exactly.
In a different one, yeah.
Pretty good.
And they go to the ending, and it's
I'm losing you.
she's like pregnant, and she's gonna name him George, and it's like, supposed to be in our galaxy, in our time on Earth, like as if Star Wars happened a long time ago, and they discovered this stuff, and they're gonna tell the stories to George, and he's gonna make it into. This is a pretty good. This is a fan film thing.
That's pretty cool.
used some cool ideas here. So it's like it's disappointing when you see awesome ideas like this implemented by freaking fans done better than studios. And this wasn't even a Star Wars theory level expense with all the things, but it's still though. Like fuck.
They put some money in it, no doubt about it.
Yeah, there's so many other ones that I've seen too that nobody talks about that are years old too. That I'm gonna be going back on my fan film videos soon, so you guys can get little sneak peeks and see them for yourselves. But there's a bunch. There's a lot of crappy ones, but there's a lot of good ones too. You know, I won't lie. There's some that don't hit the mark, but you know that's expected. Excuse me. Let's get back into the chat. You know, food from like 3 hours ago finally coming back up. Yeah, Holocron, they're correcting you. I was like, that was a hollow cube. Biden Touch. I love Biden Touch. Just the name pleases me. Thank you. Detox Rebel says, and absentee Daddy Han. Oh, yeah. Our favorite. And destruction of Anakin Skywalker's legacy. Yep. That is what they're best at. Let's see. Continuum Trek is down here. Says, sorry about that. I'm back again. Didn't know you left, but glad you're back. Thank you for joining us, my friend. The Senate says Star Wars and World War II. Now that's new. Okay, look, the idea. I understand what you did there, but you know they did it pretty well for what it was, you know, and having it like connect with the real world with Star Wars. That's a good way to do it. They're not actually like having Star Wars come to here, going, "Hey guys, we're on Earth now." You know, they can't do a movie with that. That better not ever happen, where they go to Earth, and I don't know. That just can't be.
They beamed down onto our planet.
Oh God!
Yeah, just put it all together. You got Star Trek beaming devices and Jurassic Park, and
yeah, so
that's where the dinosaurs come from.
They'll have Ray meet George Lucas and kill him or something. Like, no, it's not gonna happen.
It did.
Go ahead.
It did look good enough. Like they not just put the money in, but the director is kind of showing off a little bit. The lighting looked really good. The on location recording and all that looked really good.
Yeah, they're in. I forget what desert they're in, but they're in a desert filming all that stuff. They were able to get quite a few people to be a part of it, and they even said at the end credits that it was they really love Indiana Jones and Star Wars, and so they wanted to make that into a thing together. And that was what I thought when I was watching it before I even saw that at the end. So I was like, that's pretty cool. But yeah, so I don't know. I really appreciate fan films and the work that goes into it. It shows so much more respect for things than compared to what the people that have the property do. It's just how can we somehow make money but also not give two fucks about what our customers think? Very ridiculous. He said, "What's that dude's name? I've seen him before." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to say, God damn it, the stupid actor who's in the Han Solo film, the real one, the Solo, a Star Wars story, it's Lawrence Kasdan. That's not the name of this guy. It's something. I gotta look it up now so I can find out. I'm just gonna bug me if I don't look it up. Fan film Han Solo actor. That's a stupid way to type. Jamie Costa. That's who. Okay. Jamie Costa. I think he's also in the Kenobi fan film, but I didn't get to see that yet, so I don't know if that's him or not. But yeah, that dude's popular. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool in the fan film racket,
cool,
that area. Cool. Detox Rebel says, "I will kiss him and squeeze him and love him and call him George." I don't know if that's a quote from something, but that was funny.
A good one.
That was great. Yeah. Someone make that fan film. Ray hops to Earth on the Falcon and leads to Skywalker Ranch. Lucas says, "Ray, what?" And then he stabs her with his lightsaber. I wish. But anyway, I don't know if I really want to talk more about the High Republic stuff, but if you guys want to, I mean, by all means, there's some concept art from them.
I think it was I like the idea of first things first. I don't like that they destroyed the original, the fan fiction. They call it Legends now. All of that.
The extended universe.
EU. You're right.
EU.
I hate that they did that, and I hate that it sounds like they're gonna try and grab a portion of that and bring it onto their agenda ridden scene and create these. I like the idea though, the basic idea, making a whole bunch of books or comic books that are all interrelated. The idea behind it is great, but I think that it's very clear, especially just look at them. We have seen or heard from these people how many times in the last 2 years, and it was never a very good thing that they had to say, or anything that they were creating was never very good. I mean, it's a good idea, but it's going to be executed very poorly. Wouldn't you agree?
Definitely.
Yep.
And I thought we were beyond that. I thought they would have learned something, but
Yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, it's good that they're making some stuff now, I guess. Maybe something will be original at some point. I don't know. Seems like a lot of their concept is literally based on EU stuff, which in a way that's fine, but in a way that really kind of irks me because it's like, you're not. Are you at least going to admit that you are taking from them or not? Like, are you going to claim that you invented it, or are you going to say, yeah, we got a lot of inspiration from the EU books? Like,
they're probably going to claim they invented it, and they're going to destroy the EU, in my opinion. And that just makes you sad.
very sad.
It's very annoying. It's like, it's one thing if they're taking inspiration from it and they say, yeah, we appreciated these things. That's where we're drawing a lot of our ideas from. That'd be fine with me. But they seem to act as if, we were geniuses who made this shit.
See, the EU did this, and we just took maybe this little part and we expanded it and we made it like 10 times better.
No, every time they touch something, it turns into acid. I don't even know. This is not going to go the way you think. Says it's funny that God damn it. It's funny that nowhere on the dry erase board, nowhere. Okay, that's why I was confused. It's funny that nowhere on the dry erase boards was it written to tell a good story. They might forget. They'll forget now if they don't write it down, based on records, basically. Pacheco says, and how can they have Sith Lords in the High Republic when Yoda and Mace Yoda and Mace state that there are no Sith in the Order for 1,000 years? Yeah, I don't think did they say they're going to be Sith in it? I don't remember.
Well, yeah, it read it on the dry erase board.
Well, no. I mean, there's a trailer for this. Flip 2. If you haven't seen that, there's the trailer. And I don't. Yeah, I don't. There's a trailer that shows their making of the High Republic or something. And I don't remember them mentioning Sith. They said it's going to be the Nile or something. The Nile will be the enemy, and they're like, "What are
Nile ain't just a river in Egypt."
Yeah.
Getting closer to that Earth stuff.
Yeah.
And Kathleen, not Kathleen, Michael Douglas, and who was that chick in the Jewel of the Nile?
Kathleen Turner.
Turner. They're making a comeback. They're 8 years old. Lightsabers and whips.
I don't know. I mean, it's like I'm okay if the Nile. God, I hate that name for a bad guy. I don't know. They could have had something close with it. The Nile.
Says the problem is like George Lucas laid out this fantastic story of the Sith and the EU expanded on it and everything. And so what they want to keep in the Star Wars universe, they've kept with the movies and everything. And so when they want to go back and create their own original stuff, now that they've erased the expanded universe, they got to adhere to some of the stuff they've set up. And they're like, oh, we can't have the Sith. Who can be the bad guys then? How about we just make stuff up now?
See, what's stupid about their approach, in my opinion, is like there is plenty that can harm a Jedi, and there doesn't need to be. I feel like they're going to try to go for some galactic level threat again, even back then, and they even said that it's going to start after the Great Disaster. That's what they literally said. That's a retarded thing to label it. I'm sorry. You got to label it a different name, like Hurricane Susie or something, but with galactic in it. I don't know. Space Susie happened. I don't know. That'd be a little better. But it's like, I'm actually getting kind of tired of that because it's like, we've already seen things where we're in the present, like as far as the prequel to the original trilogy, and we could even throw in the sequel one. But it's like, they keep on forgetting things that happened less than 10 years ago. And it's like, Is it like hundreds and thousands of years in 10 years time though? Like, is there some type of weird time thing where after 10 years, like the past is like ancient after 10 years? Because they don't mention nothing else before things. I don't understand. I don't understand at all how they do it anymore.
It's like I said, they have the story that they have to adhere to, and they want to make new stuff, but they want to change that stuff to fit their new stuff. But then it doesn't. The canon goes this way, and they go that way, and it's just ridiculous.
It's even like Mandalore. The war on Mandalore is like well known throughout the Star Wars galaxy, right?
Right.
Was that a galactic war or just kind of a person? Just a
I think
person?
it was just like a mini civil war.
Everybody knew about it, though, right?
Yeah, because Mandalorians were so, big at one time. So like when they had their little civil war, it was known throughout the galaxy.
So I think it is stupid, and this is an original and prequel trilogy thing. That it is kind of dumb how they act as if the Jedi were a myth and legend, but like when it's like 30 years, they're all pretty much still here. And far as people that grew up with it, it's not like it was this ancient thing. It's like no, the thing that was here yesterday, like pretty much.
Right.
I was talked about. That's a minor flaw with the way they do it. It's only pretty much Tarkin. That was like that ancient religion. He's the only one that says it like it's so ancient. Everyone else, doesn't really treat it like it's here or there. Like they just don't talk about it because they're under the Empire. Who cares? But it's like the Empire legitimately ruled the entire galaxy for a while. And then it's like, that was brought down by a Jedi and Rebels. And it's like, oh, yeah, no, we don't know. That was only 30 years ago. And it's like, so are we going to forget World War II in 10 years now? Like, and the Civil War and all that? Like, I don't know. The logic is just beyond ridiculous. And, the space wizard things, it doesn't mean shit. I'm sorry. Doesn't mean anything. If you want to make a series for kids called Space Wizards, by all means, make that your show. But at least that wouldn't be Star Wars.
Right.
That's if they want to take wars out of the name, then good. Then get rid of this and sell off the Star Wars property. I don't know what you're doing with it if you you don't want.
They just want to slap the name Star Wars onto something, and it doesn't matter if it has anything to do with Star Wars because they think it'll just sell.
It's like, let me buy a brand new boat that has been running efficiently for like 30 years, 40 years, and let's buy it and off of the person who's took care of it, and let's destroy it and call it something else, and we'll make it a little sailboat. It's like, I don't know, we'll make a sailboat out of it, and it's like, oh, that's what you're doing. Oh, well, that's not what I would have done with that, but all right.
Yeah.
I like what I agree with what you're saying earlier. I mean, the way I thought they were going to do it was they weren't going to have it be with Luke and Leia and Han in them in it anyway. Whether it's the same, I thought it'd be 30 years in the future too, around 20 or 30 made sense to me. But I just didn't think they would be any focus. Like, if anything, they might cross paths with them or something, but they're not the story. They're not the characters to focus on. And my thoughts were, why would they want to be in the movie? They're old. Why they care?
I'm gonna say the age thing doesn't really bother me with certain actors. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to have seen Han, Luke, Leia, their story continued with them as a focus point. But if you're going to start something new with Disney Star Wars, at least respect what came before it. Maybe give them a nod and set up your own new characters where you can actually care for them.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't, so people can still enjoy. I still enjoy the prequels and the OT, but some people, it's in their enjoyment of those movies because of this now. So why?
Yeah, well, I mean, I can separate them out of my head to where they don't exist, and as far as the main stuff goes, but for a lot of people, that's tough to separate it. Right. People always talk about what's a canon and what's official and blah blah blah, but it's like, man, that's in a way that's kind of relative. Like right now, if you're going to say what is the canon movies, that would be the sequel trilogy would count, but that doesn't mean that don't mean nothing official. Nothing. If they have the right to cancel things that existed before and say that's not how it was, we can say fuck you. Yes. And same with any other person, if they were to own the property after Disney, they could say fuck the Disney one.
Right.
They don't. That's how it works in my head, because it's like, you own, if McDonald's bought Subway and called it McDonald's. I don't know. You can change things all you want, but it still was what it was. And you don't have to mix the two. Especially when they did not spur the idea of Star Wars. That always will have been George Lucas. A lot of people will have perfected his idea with him doing it, but it's like, that does not mean that just because they have the property that it's their genius minds that are doing any of this crap, or that what they make is
right.
is
well,
fat.
they they screwed George in the first place because he gave him the outline for the sequel trilogy, and he was led to believe that that's what they were going to do when he was selling it, and then they scrapped it after they got it. Even Bob Iger in his autobiography was like, "Yeah, we basically tricked him because I wanted that company."
Yeah, it's like if they said to him, "No, we're not going to continue it," would he have sold it? But then there's like, "Yeah, well, you will," and it's like, and my fingers crossed,
Honestly, I don't think he would have sold it if he knew what was coming. If he knew that they were going to scrap it and what they were going to make, I really don't think he would have sold it.
I think he would have. I think he either would have held on to it or made it full public. So any company,
He might have took it like somewhere else.
I'm thinking that's. Yeah, I agree. What do you think, Flip?
He's given it to a bunch of babies that are being completely irresponsible with it. I mean, I hate to go back over and over and over it, but I understand that it makes us feel better to talk about it. It's been so tragic, and it's actually because, in my mind, it's because of Star Wars getting taken over by all this wokeness that other movies and franchises, especially ones owned by Disney, have given rise to this same disease. But I think I agree with Fanzine and you. I think that George would probably never have sold it. I think that was a big part for him.
Mm-hmm. I think, in my opinion, I mean, he either would have held on to it himself, so nobody else can have it, but I don't think he would want to. I think he would want people to be able to do something with it, but, maybe not have to follow certain rules. I feel like, just like how he lets fans be able to make whatever things, he'd be like, okay, so it's like this from here to here was mine and I approve of to be the official thing that is what it is. I'm going to allow anyone, any studio, any fan film, any whatever, to be able to make whatever they want with Star Wars. But it's like, this is the real shit. Your stuff's pretty much fan fiction. Like, even to the companies, be like, you can make it. It's not the official Star Wars or something. And it's like, that'd be kind of funny to see Sony have their Star Wars movie, have, I was going to say Fox, but, whatever company is against Disney and Sony, I don't know anymore.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, like if they were to have their Star Wars thing, if they can call it something different if they want, I don't give a shit.
To be honest, though, I'm really surprised he did not sell it to Warner Brothers because they were partners in the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars movies was made by Lucasfilm and Warner Brothers, not Fox.
They were in the market.
You mean the shows?
Yeah, the Clone Wars TV shows and the Clone Wars movie. Yeah. It was made by Lucasfilm and Warner Brothers, not Fox and Lucasfilm. And the Cartoon Network, which is a Warner Brothers company, aired the Clone Wars.
I forgot about that. I forgot about TV shows, like as far as like networks.
Yeah,
they were in the bidding.
Yeah, which I'm really surprised they did. I mean, I guess Disney, they wined and dined him and gave him the $4 billion, but I'm really surprised that Warner Brothers didn't get that eke that out.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna play us a little ad break for a sec so we can switch up topics in a sec. This is for a comic book that's coming soon in March by The Red Gaze. I should probably put his link to that in the chat so that people can actually sign up for it next time. But I'll be thinking about that. So I'll be making a video soon to tell people that if they wanted to make like a good less than 30-second video, like promoting a product that they're coming out with soon, like a comic book or something, or they got a video series or something they want to show a trailer for, send it our way and we will try to work that into our little in between ads here and there during our streams, and maybe at the end of our videos on our channel or something. We're going to kind of figure out where to put them soon, but I think that'd be kind of cool, so we don't have to always have somebody specifically here to talk about their thing. You can just send it over here and we'll play it for you. Mm-hmm. So that's something new. But you guys, so let's switch this up because I'm kind of done talking about this for now, unless you guys got any last words on it.
Flipster?
Yeah.
You got any words?
Any last words on the Lucasfilm High Republic, on anything else?
Just the last thing I want to say about it is good idea, clearly being executed poorly already. So, yeah.
Okay, right. Makes sense. All right, so I did not get a chance to watch the Clone Wars episode yet, but I will very soon this week and whatnot. But you guys have both seen it, right?
No, I
Yes.
have not seen it.
I'm
Okay.
alone.
Yeah,
All right.
I haven't
Well,
had a chance to yet.
well, okay. Maybe we'll save that then for when we each get a chance to see it. Then
Has,
So
has it only aired one so far?
I think they aired one. I think they're in the next one. Like what? Today or tomorrow?
Friday.
Flip?
It's Friday.
Oh yeah.
Friday.
Oh, hold on. You sent me the thingy for it.
I'll be able to watch them Friday. I've been busy.
Oh yeah.
I got you. Here, let me pull it up. I wasn't able to upload it to the overlay thingies, but Clone Wars Episode 2 is going to release this Friday. Yep, on the 28th. And Episode 3 is going to be on March 6th. Episode 4 is on the 13th. And Episode 5 on the 20th. Thank you, Flip, for that info.
Yo.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be watching it soon. I'm going to see if I can either. I'll try to do it that way, but I'm going to see if somebody else can get me a cleaner link too, because he just sent me it right to a folder, and I was able to watch it right there. And I was like, oh, sweet. So
Cool.
we'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about this, guys. Like, I'm feeling less. I'm feeling more with
Was it good, Flip? Was it a good start?
I really enjoyed it. Yes, we touched on it last stream, I think, but it feels like you didn't miss a beat. You're right back in it, just the way it was so many years ago. We didn't get a chance to see certain characters. I'm not going to say which ones, but there are ones that I really, really wanted to see. But the Bad Batch themselves are a unique idea. They, connected it to 99. You remember 99 from
the deformed old man.
They connected it to him. What's really cool is the clones had a real advantage with having the Clone Force 99 in it, the Bad Batch. I think you'd enjoy it, but it felt like it looked better than before, but I think that was my excitement. I've seen it a couple more times since, and it just, it's the best Star Wars thing we've had, save for The Mandalorian, of course, since God knows when. So when you get a chance to see it, I think you guys will love it. It's real good.
Cool. I am looking forward to it, so I will probably check those out this Friday.
Yeah, I gave Rookie a clip for the next episode, although I'm not sure if you'd want to see the clip if you haven't seen the last one.
I'll probably wait. I'll wait until I see the first one voiced.
Yeah.
Yep. And by the way, fan scene, I don't know if you heard. So this Sunday we might have an all-team stream because I don't work on Sunday, so
all right,
I can do it earlier.
Well, as long as if my Sunday is clear, I will be on there because sometimes I get really busy on Sundays and I can't join. But we'll see how it goes. It looks like I might be able to, but I'll know closer to the weekend.
Okay, sounds good, man.
It's going to be all nude with no
all nude.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I'll just take my shirt off now.
See, I'm naked right now. That's why my camera's off.
Oh, see, now I'm getting all hot.
Oh God.
No, I just painted myself so it looks like I'm wearing clothes.
Yeah.
The sunglasses aren't real.
This is all an illusion. I'm naked right now.
Yeah, you just don't even know. You know what I have to do in a few minutes?
What's that?
I have to go drop some.
Oh, fudge.
Okay. It scares me.
Little Ralphie.
Just told everybody what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop some fudge.
Fudge.
But yeah, I think unless you guys got something else you want to say or plug that's coming up sometime soon, I'm just about ready to wrap this puppy up.
Got to get some food.
Well, I will plug that I am doing a new dating video. And I got some guests coming along. Rookie, I've been meaning to ask you, but I know you've been busy with your project. I've been meaning to ask you if you wanted to join. I got
send it my way.
I will. Just need to make you a video like I did. Be a character, say a name, say something either sexy, cringy, or funny for the type of women you're looking for. That's it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right up my alley,
I got some special guests. Flip's one. Get you couple. Maybe a sort of bigger star. Coming along. Looking forward to that. So I'll be dropping that soon. So if anybody hasn't seen my previous video dating, go to my site or go to my site, go to my YouTube, watch it, and you'll see it's pretty funny.
Yeah, watch it on the YouTubes. But
Yeah.
so go check that out. Looking forward to that shit. Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So starting in March, we're going to start doing our guests weekly on the Phantom Collective on Wednesdays. So we're going to start scheduling that soon. And on Sundays, it looks like we've been able to be consistent enough lately. So we'll try to still have our bring your own topics on Sundays and whatnot, and get this puppy going and rolling. I'm ready to do some skits. I'm going to film tomorrow. Quite a few. There's been quite a few. I had to write down some. I was going to do some today, but I had to rework them a little bit, so it's a little more funny. So we shall get those soon, and I'm just going to play us on out of here with some random clips.
It's Rita. She's escaped and she's attacking the planet.
What do we do?
Teleport to us 5 overbearing and over-emotional humans.
No, not that, not teenagers.
Gladiator does not fear death. He embraces it, caresses it, fucks it, and prays to thrust home before the jaws snap shut. This is Sparta! This is Sparta! Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir. Ma'am, I'm a ma'am.
All right, see you guys on Sunday.
Peace.